Hey guys, welcome to Gaming with Grandma. Alright guys, we are going to talk about the third stimulus check. So, as you guys know, I am Grandma. I love to play video games, and sometimes I talk about my life. So here's the upside. Okay, so I'm on SSI. I've been getting SSI since 2002 or 2003, because of my mental illness. So, and I wanted to tell you guys, okay, everybody that's on SSI, continue paying your bills like you have before, because if you don't pay your bill, and you end up using the money that you have for your disability on something else. Now, if you're struggling and you need food on the table and you can only afford a certain amount for your lights or a certain amount for whatever you have, I suggest that you make a payment on whatever you can afford and then try to get food. Now, there's pantries everywhere. And the thing that I hate the most about our society that I've been knowledge of, I'm not a very smart person. I actually dropped out of high school. I married a guy, made a bad decision. There was times he was nice. There was times he was just unreliable, I'll just put it that way. So, and everybody knows what happened to him. He ended up hanging himself in his house. I'm not sure what he was thinking at the time. But anyway, suicide's not the answer. I'll pop that in there. Anyways, a lot of times, you know, people are on food stamps. And if you're on food stamps already before the pandemic, you'll be able to get a lot more help with food stamps. Now, there is a way where you can, I'm not sure about this. This is just off the top of my head. I don't know if this is true or not. But I think they have openings where you can go in and accept food stamps, get food stamps for your family. That would help you out a great deal. They got so many agencies in that can help. But the thing I'm worried about is our homeless. Because they don't have a bank account. They don't have a home address. So everybody looks at a homeless person. Why don't they have a job? Well, one, when you go to get a job, what happens? You need an address. You need a phone number. And if you say, okay, well, I'm going to give them my daughter's phone number because, you know, she'll answer the phone. So if she answers the call and she has no clue where he's at, and he doesn't have a phone, then how is she going to tell him about the phone call, about the job offer? The thing with homeless is everybody's like, well, they could get a job, they could, you know, get a house or, you know, get assistance and this and that. But there's a lot of homeless people that stay homeless because they can't afford a house or an apartment or anywhere at that manner. Most people end up living in a place that's been deserted. They try to have a way to get warmth without going to a homeless shelter. I mean, I pray for these people every day. Like if I go grocery shopping and I'm walking home and I see a homeless person, I usually try to help out as much as possible. So I'll give him like maybe a box of crackers and a little container of orange juice or, you know, something cheap. And they appreciate it. They appreciate it big time. Now, there are scammers that go out there and they're like, you try to hand them food. They're like, oh, no, I want money. Then that's not a true homeless person. Anytime you give something like food, something to drink, things like that, and they thank you for it, that means they're actually homeless. Now, I've seen people on the street asking for money, and there was one guy, I knew he was homeless because me and my son would walk by, and this homeless guy is down in the water washing his body, and he's in his underwear, boxer shorts. And I told my son, I said, yeah, he's totally homeless. He doesn't even have a place to take a shower or a bath or anything. And that's the thing. I mean, most people don't see that. But then there's other people, you know, that are asking for money, or, you know, they're trying to support their need for finances. If you don't see a homeless person that has a sign and they want money, don't give them money. Give them food. Give them food. Give them something to drink. Give them, you know, you don't have to give them money. You could go and get McDonald's and give it to them. If they refuse it and they say, no, I only take cash, you know it's a scam. My sister and me, we would go, I mean, there were several times she went by herself, but she'd go inside, some homeless guy would be sitting outside, and she would get some food for him and take it out to him and say, here you go. And he's like, oh, thank you. God bless you. And then there's other people that are like, oh, no, we only take cash. I mean, I've known this one lady and this one guy, and they had kids, and they were asking for, you know, anything, money, whatever. And then someone followed them, and they live in a nice house. They have nice cars. And I was just like, dude, that's messed up. People that are actually homeless need it more than these other people. And they're literally scamming other people. But anyway, let's continue on the subject. I'm sorry, I get sidetracked a lot of times. So, okay, so I'll be playing this later tonight. So I always type this in. Now, I've watched so many stinking videos on this, and they're always promising this day and that day and this day and that day, and it's mind-boggling on, you know, what they're doing. I mean, they're like, give me a like, comment, subscribe. And I think that's how they bring in more subscribers, is because, you know, they want all the information. Oh, well, we're True News, and, you know, we know all the facts. And it's like, really? Are you sure about that? Now, if you watch actual news, they don't, like, falsely say something. I mean, YouTube constantly does. So if you're thinking of fake news, it's kind of YouTube, not the real news. Anytime you see, like, the president, right? He trips on the stairs up to the airplane. How many of us have tripped in our lifetime? How many people literally fell down the stairs? I'm always running into my wall. I'm always tripping over something. I'm always running into stuff. I was constantly stubbing my toe. There's a lot of times that I can't even speak. And me and my son are the same. He mumbles, we drool. Yeah, we do. If we talk too much, our mouth gets all watery and it just starts drooling. It's like, oh. So me and my son are pretty much alike. But so every time I saw a video, I would literally look up the news. Hold up, guys. Okay. So every time I saw a video, and they said, this is the day that Social Security is getting their money, I would go to Google and look it up. No news at all about it. Never. Nothing. Nada. Every single day. Now that price tool crap, it doesn't work. I don't know how many times I've checked that. I check it every single day and there's nothing. I think it's just whatever they want to think it is. I don't know. And there's a lot of people on these YouTube channels that, I got my check. I'm on Social Security. Are you sure about that? Are you positive about that? I don't think so. Because they're not going to give some people SSI, but other ones, they're not going to give them their SSI. Talk about fake news. That is fake news. I mean, these people that look up on YouTube, I mean, the games, funny videos, kid videos, those are cool. But when it goes into publicizing, like, oh, the president tripped, or oh, the president's having trouble going down a ramp, or the president bumped into somebody, or he got a cord wrapped around his foot and he fell. How many people can say that they don't run into anything, fall on the ground, embarrass themselves in front of the whole, school? How many times have you actually, went to school and had to do a speech and you got up there and you literally froze and you're just staring at everybody going, How many people have ever had that happen to them? I would imagine everybody's hand would raise. I've literally had that happen a lot, my whole lifespan. Just because someone trips and falls doesn't mean that they're losing their mental capacity. I mean, how many times do you think my mom tripped and fell and bonked her head and fell off the bed and couldn't get up in the morning? So, yeah. And YouTube, they make fun of people like that. They make fun of, well, is this going to be a good president because he fell down the stair? Dude, it doesn't have anything to do with the president. It has to do with the klutz of the nation. We all do it. I mean, if you do something stupid and you're recording it, you're like, oh, I got to edit that out. That sounded terribly wrong. Well, the fact is, a lot of times when you're in real life, you can't rewind that. You can't say, oh no, I can't believe I made a decision. Okay, we got to go back in time and redo it. That's not reality, guys. Oh my goodness, that's definitely not reality. Everybody's a klutz. Everybody runs into everything, trips over everything. I don't know how many times that I was in ROTC and didn't know how to shoot a gun, didn't know how to load the gun, but then when I did, I ended up shooting something I wasn't supposed to and it ricocheted. So they didn't want me in the shooting a gun. So that's why I suck on video games when it comes to shooting, guys. So back to the stimulus. Now, what I did was I skipped all this because fake news. I know it says CNBC, US Today. Anytime you guys see something on YouTube, it's edited. Every single time you click on a video, they edit. Like, everything is edited. Now, to me, when I edit, I only cut the setup part. Like, when I go to put the headset on, I have it recording. I go put the headset on. I get everything all set up. I do the sharing part of it, and I cut that section out. That's the only thing I cut out. And then through the whole thing, if something happens, unless I literally have to shut off my headset completely, then of course I have to edit that part and then restart it. So, okay, back to the stimulus check. I am so sorry, guys. So I said, this is what I said. Oh, crap, I got to minimize. Hold up. I got to minimize this because I want you guys to actually see it. Okay, I want to make sure that's not going to be read the whole time either. So I did Direct Express third stimulus payment. And, of course, I got all these yabba, okay, so when can SSI recipients expect this stimulus check? Now, I have not seen this yet until today. So it says Social Security recipients and other Americans who do not normally file a tax return can expect their stimulus payments to be processed this weekend. Now, that's not guaranteed that it's going to be in your account by the weekend. It's not saying this. It's saying it might be processed this weekend. So you might have a direct deposit, but it's pending. And you're not going to know that until you get a phone call or a text or whatever saying that your money's being processed. That's the only time you're going to know. Now, I always get a phone call when my regular SSI is on my card. So I get a call when there's a deposit. I have not got a call. I don't have a cell phone. So, okay, so let's continue. The Treasury Department announced Tuesday, which is today, many of payments will be sent electronically and will be in bank accounts by April 7th. This happened 3 hours ago, guys. So I'm not sure. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Like, I have not seen this yet. And all these videos have told me so many times these certain days that we were going to get it. I would literally search it in Google and it wouldn't be true. It had nothing at all on it. Now, a lot of times my daughter, she'll say, oh my gosh, did you know this person died? Or she'll say something that's on Facebook. And I'm like, okay. So I look it up. Yeah, not true. He's still alive. There's a lot of things she says, oh, but it's true. It's on Facebook. I look it up. That's not true. I am more of a research, game finder, movie finder. I do anything and everything to find the facts. I don't just go on these YouTubes, and I know some of them say news, like CNBC. If you're getting it on YouTube, guys, it's going to be fake news because they are literally going to change it. Really? I got a phone call. Hold on. Hello, stop calling me. It's not the right number. Goodbye. There, I took care of that. The same people keep calling me. I'm like, shut up. Sorry, guys. I am not going to edit that because that was hilarious. Actually, I'm not going to edit any out of this video because I never do. It's different if I'm in VR, then I have to change it. But
it's funny because they're probably like, rude.
Yeah, it was rude, wasn't it? But they keep calling me and asking for Bob the Builder.
And it's like, they've called like 500 times. And
I know.
Them, no, they don't live here. They keep calling us like, can you please stop?
No, and this one says, press 1 if you want to talk to an associate. Why would I talk to an associate? I don't know who this person is.
Exactly. Get out of my face.
That's why I say Bob the Builder, because I don't know who it is. I mean, it could be Dora the Explorer. But anyways, guys, if you're watching news and you go to YouTube, they edit it. They edit everything on YouTube. Everybody edits, except, of course, if I'm not doing VR, then I don't edit. It goes straight through. Yeah, my son doesn't edit either. He just plops it out there.
So you guys can see my weird moments.
Yeah, the difference between my videos and his videos is mine's in VR, so I have to edit. Because I know you guys don't want to see orange screen the whole entire time until I set everything up. And I'm walking around going, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this. And it's like, it's been 5 minutes already and I'm still trying to set this up. So, yeah, that's the only time I edit is when I'm actually setting everything up. And then when I get into the VR situation, then I go ahead and say, hello, how y'all doing? Okay, so anyway, so I'm hoping, I mean, people are saying the 31st. But in here it says it will be sent electronically to accounts by April 7th. So if the Treasury Department, okay, this is the one that handles SSI money that I know of. I mean, I'm not true on that. I have no clue what the Treasury. All I know is they have to do with money and SSI, I think. I don't know. I am not a smart person. I dropped out of high school to get a job and found out that was the worst mistake of my life. So if you guys have any problems, you know, in your life, you can ask me because I've probably done it all. I've ran away from home. I've done stuff stupid at school, high school. Junior high was really bad. Yeah, I done practically everything. Now I was raised in the South, and if you did something wrong in your school, you got your butt spanked with a wooden board. So I actually thought it was awesome because I kind of got all the attention I wanted. So I literally tried to be the worst person in school, just so everybody would call me Rubber Butt. And yes, I was called Rubber Butt in elementary school. Every time something happened, I'd get swats. I'd get three swats, and they don't just tap tap; they go wham, wham, wham. And I'd go in class and I'm like, dude, she's not even crying. And then later on, everybody goes, Rubber Butt, Rubber. I do not know what they were thinking, but it was funny. So yeah, junior high was really bad because I moved from Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma. We moved to Wisconsin. Well, at first we moved to Ohio. We were there 7 months, and then we had to move. We went to Beloit, Wisconsin, and it sucked because I was new. No one knew me, and there was a lot more stuff that was happening back then that I didn't understand. Now, in the South, we didn't have a whole lot of black people, brown people. We didn't have any of that. There was maybe 12 in our high school or 12 in our elementary. We didn't have a whole lot. And then when I moved to Beloit, it basically was all black and brown. And I didn't know how to react because in the South, the only word we knew was the N-word. I mean, and they were like, they didn't care. They were like, hey, bro, what's up? You know, type thing. So I didn't know. And yeah, it didn't turn out very well in junior high. I'll just tell you that, man. I became enemy number one. But it changed after I was there for a little while. Then my parents took me out of the school, took me and put me in a private school, and I told them I hated it. One, I had to wear a dress, which sucks. I hate wearing dresses. I won't wear a dress. I'm more into jeans, sweatshirts, shorts, and it's basically guy stuff. Like I wear guy shoes because I hate women's shoes. Why would they have all these high heels and these pretty pieces of crap? I'm sorry, guys. I suck at proclaiming, like, I gotta turn my light on. Proclaiming of, what is it called? Prettiness, makeup. Gotta have your makeup. Gotta have your hair right. Yeah, Grandma just messes her hair up. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I can look beautiful. I can look ugly. I don't care. I really don't. So the game that we're going to play later is Death Horizon. Now, you guys know that I totally want this. Now, I wanted to show you guys what I do. Okay, I see Zombieland Headshot Fever. So what I do is, now I'm not going to play any videos because that's, you know, doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. So, okay, so the new Zombieland, oops, I guess I gotta do, land, what was it, Fever Headshot? Oh, Headshot Fever, okay. Headshot Fever, and then we do, quest, trailer, no, or you do quest, no spoiler. I think that's how you spell spoiler. I don't know. I'm not very good with words, but yeah. So you can literally go on these and watch these. Usually I do worth buying. Like, I usually do this on the quest. And then I do worth buying. 20, 21. Okay. I'm going to do Oculus Quest because I wanted to make sure. And then this is what I do. See, I wouldn't do this one. Let's see here. Which one would I choose? Usually I try to choose someone that's not very popular on YouTube. There's some of them that, you know, I'm not sure what Onslaught is. That's interesting. But yeah, you could just go through here and see, there's a lot of, times that I can do it. And then it'll show, there's a certain person that I usually look for, and I don't see that he posted it. Yeah, I don't see that he posted this. So, okay, well, that's the end of that. I guess I have to wait longer to be able to check that out. So, yes, I'm hoping that we get it in our accounts tomorrow and that it's able to be withdrawn on the 7th. But if not, I'm thankful that it's at least coming. Now, I can't guarantee that I'm going to get it because I have a lot of debt. So I don't know if it's going to be taken away or not. And that's what I'm worried about some people for SSI. Because if you get SSI and you have a lot of bills that are due and there's creditors coming after you, they can garnish it. And I pray to God that they do not garnish any of SSI payments at all. I don't want anyone to lose any of the money that they so dire need. Because it just, you can't do that. Not to people that are on disability. That's not fair to us. Where other people are getting their money, but we have more debt because we're more, I don't know how you say it, poor. I mean, us SSI, we're barely making it. Like, there's a lot of people that are lucky to have $20 left. And you got to buy shampoo, you got to buy toilet paper, you got to buy, you know, issues, women issues, men issues, like razors, pads, tampons, things like that. And a lot of people can't afford all that. So they have to rely on, like, pantries and that. But pantries, they give you one roll of toilet paper. And what, you got to have it last for, what, a week? Us women, we pee a lot more than men. Yes, we do. We pee a lot more than men. And usually I have to get the big, huge rolls. And usually I pay close to $11. And that lasts all month. But that's Scott tissue. So it's kind of like using paper towel on your tush. My son doesn't like it because it kind of bothers your bing bang, I'll call it that way. I mean, to me, it doesn't bother me. It's toilet paper, so any kind of toilet paper would be better than using, like, napkins, because napkins would really be ouchies. There's a lot of people that have to go to, like, restaurants and stuff and grab gobs and gobs of napkins because they can't afford to go to the bathroom. Well, now that the restaurants aren't letting people in to sit down and dine, they can't grab all those wash or napkins. I can't even think. But I will see you guys again later. We will be playing that game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely, guys, if you like the video, if you want to see more of whatever you guys want, you got to comment, guys, because if you don't comment, I don't know what you want me to do next. Do you want me to talk about my life? Do you want me to tell stories? Do you want me to play more games? Do you want me to play on Xbox? Do you want me to play on the Oculus Quest? what games you like, what you guys want Grandma to do for growing her channel. And the only thing I'm saying, guys, for growing my channel, I just want to make sure everybody remembers who Grandma is. Because when it's my time to go, I want everybody to be able to look back and say, that was Grandma. She's awesome. And we still love watching her videos. Now, I was doing this just for fun. I mean, basically, that's all I do it for fun. I love playing games. And when I was like on YouTube and I was talking about my broken leg and my broken ankle and my broken self and yeah, all that, I decided, I said, maybe I should start doing games. I love to game. The thing is when I first started, guys, oh my gosh, I had the bad potty mouth. Oh my goodness. I listened to that and I'm like, do you think your grandbaby would want to hear you talk like that? I was like, nope, 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 no. So yeah. And then having faith, it turned me around. Me and my son was pushing me in my wheelchair. He was pushing me in the road because the snow was too high. And he had to get me out of the house because I'm normally outside walking basically all the time. And it really sucked because we were on the street. And there was cars coming and my son's trying to pull me up onto the curb and he couldn't because the snow was too high. So we had no way of protecting ourselves. And the car came this close. And I swear, my life flashed before me. And I was like, if I don't get right with God, I know I'm not going to go to the right place. And that's kind of what turned us around. When we lived at our old place, we weren't as connected as I was hoping we would be. And when we believed in God and everything, we prayed, we thanked God for everything. And then everything just started getting better. I mean, at first, no. I mean, yeah, God gives you trials. God gives you, things that he's going to test you on. But I think like a lot of times I would get mad. And if I get mad and I keep doing what I'm doing, I get even more mad. So I realize when I get angry like that, I need to go away from what I'm doing and pray for strength for me not to be angry anymore. There's no reason why I should be angry. Now, people ask me about, do you believe in taking medication for mental illness? Yes, I do. I think if God gave the brain to doctors, that they were there to help us heal, not just in our body, but in faith with the Lord. A lot of times parents, they go in and they see their child and they never worship the Lord. And then they find a place in their hearts to open it up. And then they realize, God, if you save my son, I'll believe in you. Well, there's times that does not work. You can't just all of a sudden your kid's sick and say, God, please help my son. And God knows if you're going to believe in him after your son's okay. He already knows. So it just depends. It depends on, one, your circumstances. Two, God can heal. I mean, I'm not saying that, you have to turn into the Lord, and you can't like this person and you can't like this person. And the Bible says, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. I really don't love myself that much. It's hard to love yourself to love others. But I think I love others more than I love myself. And that's basically what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a loving, caring person, but I would rather have somebody else feel better than what I feel. Because there's a lot of times I feel excited and happy and great, and then it's like, all of a sudden I'm just like, why did I even get up this morning? There's ups and downs in life, guys. I mean, That's basically what it is. It's ups and downs. I mean, there's sometimes I'm so excited, I wake up in a great mood, have my coffee, I'm feeling fantastic. Later on in the day, it's just like, a brick hit me. Not an actual brick, because if a brick flew by and hit me in the head, I think that would be really bad. I don't think it'd break my brain, though, because my brain's already broken. Anywho, let's go to the calendar real quick. So Tuesday's today, and they said that it should be to start depositing. So in other words, SSI, we should get it here. Now, everybody's debating for 31st. And I guarantee there's more news on YouTube than, I mean, if you look at this, watch this. I'm going to show you guys something. This is what I'm talking about. So, third stimulus check update. So, let's see. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it goes on and on and on, guys. I mean, talk about fake news. Like, all these are fake news. Anytime you see something that has to do with news or related to news, you always want to do research and type it into Google and do your research. Watching videos, that is fake news because they edit. I mean, if you edit your news and you just keep adding different stuff, a lot of people are like, oh, they didn't edit because it didn't like cut off or anything. Well, yeah, because they're good at editing. They're like amazing. And usually news, when they post it on YouTube, they usually like have someone that is a professional editor. I mean, I'm not. I suck, but I don't care. I mean, people either like my videos or they don't. It doesn't bother me. I could get bad comments. It doesn't really bother me that much. Now, if someone goes on my channel and says, you suck. You don't know how to play games. Okay. So what's the point of the comment? You didn't tell me anything. You didn't tell me why you didn't like the game. You didn't tell me what I was doing wrong. You didn't tell me, what kind of games you like. When you leave a bad comment, it doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, you hate my video, but why? I mean, most people, they comment these weird comments. I mean, I've looked at YouTubers and I've looked at their comments and I'm like, bro, they don't make any sense. Like, a lot of people will call you names and stuff like that. And I was watching a really good video and I was going to comment on it and they remove comments. And why? Because they have crappy people in this world that like to damage people's emotions. Like, a lot of times they want to, someone's happy and outgoing and communicates really well, and then someone in the picture goes and throws it away. So if you guys know, in high school, it's the same way. You got your jocks, you got your popular girls, your prissies. I gotta have makeup. I gotta selfie. I gotta do this. I gotta look beautiful. Okay, how are you going to be when it's time to go into the real world and your parents ain't buying you everything? Yeah. Once you're done with high school and you're an adult, your parents are like, we're not paying for anything. You're 18, pay for it yourself. The kid's like, wait, what? You're 18, they don't have to pay for anything for you. They put a roof over your head and they put food on your table. It's up to you to make your life. You could either go to college, you could go to a home college. I don't know what you call it, I don't know. I am like brain dead right now. But I plan on playing VR shortly. It'll take me a little while to do the video and then edit the parts that you guys definitely don't want to see. Because I think there was one video I showed you guys exactly what I had to do. So I usually just cut those parts off. And then there's a lot of times if my headset freezes and I have to shut it completely down, then I literally got cut off for the video. So then I gotta go ahead, get back in the headset after a little while. I let it cool down when it does that. I haven't had that problem yet. Now I started playing Walking Dead again, and yesterday I noticed more of my hand motions were messed up. So I'm like thinking, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Because I was looking at my controllers and they weren't dying, they weren't dead. So I decided to take this off. I think this was interfering with my cameras. So I took them off because I don't need them, because the area I had was over there and I was always bumping into the walls. Well, because I moved my bed over there, I have more space over here. So I don't need them. But it was very nice that I actually got them, because it's been like 2 months and I got a $12, I got $12 back. And then all of a sudden I go to check the mail and that's in there. And I said, wait, I didn't order anything. What's this? I open it up. I'm like, you gotta be flipping kidding me. That's why they gave me 12. They were gonna send me another one. I mean, I never had any questions on them. I'm just like, wait, what? But yeah, anytime you guys watch a video on YouTube and you think it's edited, Google search it, because it literally, okay, so let's check something out here. Okay, so we're going to do a test real quick. I know everybody's like, Grandma, this video's lasted too long, so I don't care. I mean, I care, because I don't want it to be boring, guys. Okay, so let me think here. 2020 news. Okay. So NBC News, right? How they post it on YouTube, right? Well, they edit it. Everything you see from the news is edited. They literally try to say it's true, and it's been edited. Now, if you look at this, you could do news bloopers, and you could get the bloopers in that. But the question is, when you click on it and you hear something and you want to see if that's true, Google search it. Because a lot of these are fake news. Because a lot of times, you know, people are like, well, I didn't have time to watch the news, so I'm going to go to YouTube. They edit most of it out, guys. That's called fake news. I don't know if that's what Trump was calling it from YouTube, which is fake news, because they edit stuff, they add stuff, they delete stuff, you know. They only do what they think subscribers want to see. So, yeah. So I guess that's it for now, and I guess I'll see you guys in VR. So let's do this. Leave a like, comment below, subscribe to my channel, guys, and ring the bell. And you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like, but please leave a comment, guys. That way I know what you guys want me to do. I'm just in for it for the fun. I really don't, it doesn't bother me if I lose any subscribers or gain any subscribers. I just want to share the love to you guys because I enjoy playing video games and I love being able to have people watch it. So I will see you guys later. This is Grandma signing out. Adios, amigos. Deuces. I'm out.